Today is the second week of the Dying Light 2 anniversary update, featuring new weapons, new survivor missions, and the return of Tolga and Fatin. But first, let's discuss the 4 new anniversary bounties that were unlocked this week. The first one requires you defeating 10 enemies with the Scorpio weapon. You could get it if you completed the 4 previous anniversary bounties. This should be very easy, as the Scorpio is an extremely powerful weapon that has infinite durability. The next bounty requires killing 10 biters with a pistol. Again, pretty straightforward. Especially because the glitch with the Lost Armor quest is now fixed. The third bounty will require completing 3 survival missions, which sounds very boring and long, but thankfully for some reason GRE aberrations count as survivor missions. So by doing so, you can not only complete this bounty, but also the 4th bounty for defeating a GRE aberration and unlock the Nocturnal Tribal Machete, which looks very cool, but in terms of damage it's pretty lame. I mean, was it that hard to make it at least legendary quality? Anyway, we also have 3 new survivor missions to complete. First on the list we have Firestarter. As of right now, it's the only mission where the only enemies are renegades. Just like with any other quest, in order to complete it, you need to do 4 different objectives, although here all objectives involve killing bandits in different sections of the map. Although the 4th objective requires you defeating a boss that is extremely annoying. He just litters the area with molotovs, meaning you have to use ranged weapons, but even shotguns don't help as much because of how much health he has. Definitely complete this mission on easy, especially because there is no extra rewards for doing this on hard difficulty. The next mission is called Fast Food. As you already guessed, in this quest we will deliver food to the survivors. The first objective requires us clearing the rooftops from infected. For the second and third, we need to collect supplies, just like we did in all other missions. For the 4th part of this quest, you need to load food barrels in an elevator. Small tip, instead of carrying the barrels, simply throw them, or even better, pull them with the grappling hook to complete this section quicker. Then, in order to actually deliver the food, you'll have to defend a generator. Again, it's something we've seen in previous missions. Although this time, after the generator finishes its job, an epic plot twist is revealed that the renegades stolen the food. The good part here is that you don't have to kill all of the renegades, simply throw all of the barrels in the according area and that's it, this bounty is completed. The last survivor mission that was added this week is called This May Sting, and it's special for a couple of reasons. First, you don't have access to all of your equipment, instead you have to choose them from a pre-selected series of items. And second, this is the only survivor mission that happens during nighttime. Just like in the previous quest, the main objective is to collect 4 different barrels and bring them to an elevator. This task is obviously made harder because of the numerous volatiles roaming around at night that will most likely start a chase. Thankfully, the area contains a bunch of safe zones where you can lose the pursuit. Also, the mission contains a charger enemy, so if you're struggling completing the weekly bounty that requires you defeating 4 chargers, farming this mission might be a great way of completing this bounty. Once you load all of the barrels in the elevator, you once again will have to defend the generator from the numerous virus and biters. The mines, and especially UV flares that are given to you at the beginning of the mission, help out a lot during this section. Despite all of these 3 missions having different difficulties and a different completion time, they still give you the same exact rewards, which is a bunch of tokens that then you can use to buy guns and ammo. Now let's finally discuss what you've all been waiting for. Tolga and Fatin are back in Dying Light 2 and once again need your help to create a strange contraption. In order to start the quest, go to the PK Floating Fortress and select this bounty. If this bounty doesn't appear on the board, this is completely normal, you just have to complete a bunch of other Peacekeeper missions in order to unlock this one. Speaking of which, many of these bounties grant unique rewards and even special paraglider skins, so if you're interested in a video about that, make sure to write it down in the comments. Once you select this bounty, a cutscene will start. I will not mention the dialogues you have with the brothers during this quest, even though they are extremely hilarious and definitely show that even after all these years, the brothers didn't change much.
Yes, easily 50 to 55 kilograms each.
That's equal to several large rocks. He's American. The metric system makes him angry.
Without it, using the machine would be like asking you to recite the alphabet, Aiden. Theoretically possible, but utterly pointless.
Also, if you can't complete this quest for some reason or just want to watch the end of it, I have a video on my channel with the full Tolga and Fatin questline. When you'll be searching for Michael, eventually you'll find this weird glowing portal. It serves as a breach between different worlds and realities that are getting infected with the Haran virus. Does this sound ridiculous, goofy, and doesn't fit the game world? Yes. Is it a thing that Techland would do? Also yes. I mean, in Dying Light the Following, you could use an alien blaster, so crazy stuff like this isn't something new. What's new, however, is that the two brothers actually live in one of the survivor bases, which makes me wonder how weren't they discovered yet. Basically, once you meet them, they explain to you, in their typical fashion, that there are holes in other dimensions.
Slightly urine-soaked cardboard box in some filthy alleyway, perhaps. To you, it seems like a mansion. Yes?
You two must get punched a lot.
Now, that box is your whole world. But outside of it, there are many other things. And one day, somebody punches a hole through the wall of your box. And as you cower in fear, unable to deal with the implications of what is happening, new holes appear. To your primitive brain, this is terrifying.
I know I said I wouldn't include any cutscenes in this video, but this is just too good. Then they give you these goggles that show you the anomaly locations, but turn everything black and white, which is a rather interesting filter to beat the entire game with. There is no specific order in which you have to complete these anomalies, so don't worry if your first anomaly isn't the same as mine. The first anomaly will be located right here, and it consists of a completely black room with, well, an anomaly attacking you and guarding the anomaly in the anomaly. I play Stalker Anomaly, by the way. This GRE anomaly has some insane health. And the worst part is that it doesn't even drop anything. Like, what even is the point of that? The second anomaly will be in a dark hollow, and it will consist of an upside down cathedral, which looks very trippy to say the least. The third location will be on the top of the swimming pool, and all you have to do is just walk from one side of the room to the other, while moving at an incredibly slow speed. The fourth anomaly will be at the dam, and it's basically an interdimensional parkour challenge. Oh yeah, and also the fail message is pretty funny here. The fifth anomaly will be rather close, and it's another parkour challenge, except you're really small. In the last anomaly, you'll be ripping and tearing through zombies before realizing you just killed an innocent survivor. Once you do all that, come back to the brothers, and they will actually tell you they can fix the interdimensional paradox if you bring them the blueprints to create the machinery, and in order to do that, you have to throw a bunch of orbs in an anomaly that will teleport you to the cave where the main quest of Tolga and Fatin ended. And there will be a pretty interesting puzzle sequence where you have to collect items from Dying Light in order to proceed forward. And yeah, once you get in the cave, you can collect the blueprint and let the brothers do the work. Also, this quest hints to the fact that the events of Dying Light and Dying Light 2 happen in different universes, but let's hope that's not the case, because or else this would break the game's lore entirely. Of course, the twins need materials for their contraption, and unfortunately this time a bunch of junk from your inventory will not work. So now we have to go back in the same 6 anomalies and collect the loot. All of them are a bit harder than before, but the main idea is the same, so I will not talk about them in too much detail. Although what I will mention is that in the cathedral anomaly, the item you are looking for is located right here. I've actually spent a lot of time looking for this one item, because it's not highlighted with your survival sense, and it doesn't make any noise at all, so it was rather hard to find it. Once you collect all 6 pieces and get back to the brothers, another Aiden from a different universe appears and, spoiler alert, kills Fatin! No! After a bunch of other parkour challenges I skipped with my broom, you get to the other Aiden that tells you that your universe is infecting all others with the Haran virus and needs to be terminated. And here you have a choice. It doesn't matter what choice you make, the reward will be always the same, so I decide to fight the other Aiden because of Fatin. The idea of this fight is actually pretty cool, because you have different versions of Aiden from different universes attacking you, but in the end, they're just reskins of regular renegades. Once you defeat enough doppelgangers, the real Aiden will enter his infected state, showing everyone else that he is in fact superior. And then of course, we finish the final Aiden who started all of this. And so, in the end, everything goes back to normal. There are no breaches in the universes, and the brothers are completely gone. But at least they left you a letter congratulating that you know how to read, and that they left you a present. And once you open this box, you get a bunch of scrap. Yes, this is your reward for saving the entire universe. Although you still get to keep the full set the brothers gave you, alongside the glasses that turn everything black and white. So that was all, thank you everyone for watching, remember to like and subscribe, and see you in the next video.